Hello everybody and welcome to another Naruto Theorist video. In today's video, we will be talking about who is the strongest character in Naruto. And the obvious answer would be Naruto, yes, but we're going to make this a little more interesting. And we're going to put some restrictions on it. And the restrictions are, you cannot be an Uchiha, a reincarnate of Ashura and Indra, an Otsutsuki clan member, a Jinchuriki, or anyone that has any Kekkei Genkai that would give them a huge advantage in battle. So I put on a small list of characters that we're going to kind of pick from to see who is the strongest out of them. And then that'll basically give us our answer. So I disregarded all Senju clan members, so Tobirama is not in here because the large chakra reserves are pretty, they give a pretty big advantage. So, the list is all the Sannin, Kakashi without his Sharingan, because that's technically an Uchiha ability, so we're going to get rid of it. Might Guy, Rock Lee, Minato, and Hiruzen. Now, I put them all on the screen right now. And first off, we're going to go with Tsunade and explain kind of why she's up here. And basically what she's here for is her insane regenerative abilities and her healing power, or her strength. I got caught up on that regenerative word again like I did in the last video, so that's going to be a rough word for me. But her regeneration is very, very strong, and she can win a lot of fights with it, and her strength is just insane. Now Jiraiya, he has some pretty strong ninjutsu and sage mode, which is just his thing, and Orochimaru, he also has very strong regenerative abilities and a load of ninjutsu to use at his disposal, which I think that alone will tack Tsunade and Jiraiya off the list, just because Orochimaru is basically much stronger than them already. Next off is Kakashi without his Sharingan, and we're going to go with basically the Kakashi from post-war arc and the end of Shippuden and up into Boruto. So basically, he still has all the ninjutsu he had before, or with the Sharingan, but he doesn't have the Sharingan anymore to help, with tracking, and he doesn't have Kamui anymore. So he still is pretty strong, but he isn't as strong as he could be. My guy, that's just straight up, guy, because he really didn't have any kind of powers that he gained over time that would be too big that he didn't already gain from work himself. I also put Rock Lee on here just for a little bit of fun, just because he is very, very fast, and we're going to go with Lee just in general. And then Minato, who is very, very strong, the fastest ninja alive, or the fastest ninja in the history of Ninshu, and is faster than the 4th Raikage, but after his death, the 4th Raikage claimed that position as the fastest shinobi alive, and I was going to put the 4th Raikage on this list, but Minato is faster, so I didn't, because that would just be an instant takedown for Minato. And also I put Hiruzen on here, just because we don't really know how strong Hiruzen is. I made a video about this earlier, so you guys can go check that out on how fast Hiruzen is. But it is said he mastered all ninjutsu in Konoha, so that includes Flying Raijin. Technically, that does mean he mastered the Rasengan, the Infinite Darkness Genjutsu, made by Tobirama, the Shadow Clones, Shadow Clone Shuriken Jutsu, which is personally one of my favorite jutsu. So we don't really know how strong he could be, or how fast he is, or, any of this kind of stuff. So this is where we're going to start attacking people off the list. So first off, I feel like we're going to get rid of Kakashi and Lee. Lee and Orochimaru. Now Orochimaru, basically, because Orochimaru himself said if Hiruzen was 10 years younger, he would have killed Orochimaru. So we're using all these characters in their prime, except Kakashi, obviously, because it isn't a Sharingan. And in his prime, I think easily Hiruzen could beat Orochimaru. and a lot of these people on this list, because I am a huge Hiruzen fan. He's one of my favorites, and we don't really know a lot about him. He's a pretty big wild card, so he could be a lot stronger, but we don't really know. So we are going to take off Orochimaru off this list. And Rock Lee, just because he is very strong, but I feel like he could be easily beaten by Hiruzen and Minato, obviously, and Guy in, some of the higher gates. So now that we took Orochimaru off the list, we also have to take off the other two Sannin, because if you power scale it, the other Sannin are lower or weaker than Orochimaru, and if Orochimaru gets taken off the list, that also means that the people weaker than Orochimaru also have to get taken off the list. So Jiraiya and Tsunade are going to be taken off. So next off, I feel like we're going to take Kakashi off this list, mainly because the fact that his speed isn't really up to par with the other ones, and his tracking abilities are down a whole lot with the loss of a Sharingan, and he is still pretty fast, but he isn't as fast as he could be with his Sharingan, and he can't see the movements of some of these people at higher tiers. Next, we're going to take off Hiruzen off the list, and that is mainly because we don't really know how strong he could be. We don't really know the full extent of his powers, so he's kind of a wild card. I'm surprised he made it this far into the list, but he is still he's stronger than most of the Sannin in his heyday, or all of the Sannin in his prime, because Orochimaru is stronger than Jiraiya and Tsunade if you scale this, and then Hiruzen is stronger than Orochimaru in his prime, so you could say that Hiruzen is stronger than all the Sannin. And Kakashi with no Sharingan is pretty weak, so and Lee obviously isn't as strong as he could be. So we're going to take Hiruzen off just because we're getting into very, very high tiers right now, and I don't feel like he could compete at this point. And then finally, for the victor, we are going to mark Minato as the victor. He's much, much faster than Guy, even though Guy is very, very fast. And his eighth gate abilities are very, very strong, and they should have killed Madara if they didn't give him a good old wank beforehand. But anyways, yeah, so I feel like Minato could beat Guy just because his reaction time is much, much faster than anyone else, including the fourth Raikage, who his pure speed was a lot faster than Minato if they were just kind of running, but the space-time ninjutsu, Flying Raijin, is a huge advantage, and it's kind of a letdown that Naruto didn't learn it. But anyways, yeah, that is the strongest character that doesn't have any, clan-based abilities. So yeah, Minato, that's my final answer. Just putting that out. Minato is the strongest non-clan ninja. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's pretty much all I have today. If you guys have any other opinions on who could be stronger than Minato, leave them in the comments down below. I'll definitely check them out. Yeah, and as always, have a good day, guys. See y'all later.